Good morning. Welcome to First Pages. I hope you're having a great day. Have you read anything interesting lately? I've been reading lots of good books, and I've got one to share with you today. It is a cozy mystery with a paranormal twist. It's Witch Slapped by Dakota Cassidy. Left, Stevie, left! My familiar Belfry bellowed, flapping his teeny bat wings in a rhythmic whir against the lash of wind and rain. No, your other left! If you don't get this right sometime soon, we're going to end up resurrecting the entire population of hell. I repositioned him in the air, moving my hand to the left, my fingers and arms aching as the icy rains of Seattle in February battered my face and my last clean outfit. Are you sure it was here that the voice led you? Like right in this spot? Why would a ghost choose a cliff on a hill in the middle of Ebenezer Falls as a place to strike up a conversation? Stevie Cartwright, in your former witch life, did the ghosts you once spent more time with than the living always choose convenient locales to do their talking? As I recall, that loose screw Ferdinand Santos decided to make an appearance at the gynecologist. Remember? It was all stirrups and forceps and gabbing about you going to his wife to tell her where he hid the toenail clippers. That's only one example. Shall I list more? Sometimes, in my former life as a witch, those who'd gone to the great beyond contacted me to help them settle up a score or reveal information they took to the grave but felt guilty about taking. Some scores and guilty consciences were worthier than others. Fine, let's forget about convenience and settle for getting the job done because it's 40 degrees and dropping, you're going to catch your death, and I can't spend all day on a rainy cliff just because you're sure someone is trying to contact me using you as my conduit. You aren't like rabbit ears on a TV, buddy. And let's not forget the fact that we're unemployed, if you'll recall. We need a job, Belfry. We need a big, big job before my savings turns to ashes and joins the pile that was once known as my life. Higher, he demanded. Then he asked, speaking of ashes, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Baba Yaga today? You know, now that we're a month into this witchless gig. Losing my witch powers was a sore subject I tried in quiet desperation to keep on the inside. I puffed an icy breath from my lips, creating a spray from the rain splashing into my mouth. I don't hate Baba, I replied easily. Almost too easily. The answer had come second nature. I responded the same way every time anyone asked when referring to the witch community's fearless, ageist leader, Baba Yaga, who'd shunned me right out of my former life in Paris, Texas, and back to my roots in a suburb of Seattle. I won't lie. That had been the single most painful moment of my life. I didn't think anything could top being left at the altar by Warren the wayward warlock. Forget losing a fiancé. I had the witch literally slapped right out of me. I lost my entire being. Everything I'd ever known. Belfry made his wings flap harder and tipped his head to the right, pushing his tiny skull into the wind. But you no likey. Baba booted you out of Paris, Stevie. Shunned you like you've never even existed. Paris was the place to be for a witch if living out loud was your thing. There was no hiding your magic, no fear of a human uprising or being burned at the stake out of paranoia. Everyone in the small town of Paris was paranormal, though primarily it was made up of my own kind. Some witches are just as happy living where humans are the majority of the population. They don't mind keeping their powers a secret, but I came to love carrying around my wand in my back pocket just as naturally as I'd carry my lipstick in my purse. I really loved the freedom to practice white magic anywhere I wanted within the confines of Paris and its rules, even if I didn't love feeling like I lived 2 feet from the fiery jaws of Satan. But Belfry had taken my ousting from the witch community much harder than me, or maybe I should say he's more vocal about it than me. So I had to ask, do you keep bringing up my universal shunning to poke at me because you get a kick out of seeing my eyes at their puffiest after a good hard cry? Or do you ask to test the waters because there's some witch event Baba's hosting that you want to go to with all your little familiar friends, and you know the subject is a sore one for me this early in the Stevie isn't a witch anymore game? Belfry's small body trembled. You hurt my soul, cruel one. I would never tease about something so delicate. It's neither. As you're familiar, it's my job to know where your emotions rank. I can't read you like I used to because I'm not on the same wavelength as you. Our connection is weak and my witchy aura is fading. Yada, yada, yada. I get it. Listen, Belle, I don't hate B.Y. She's a good leader. On the other hand, I'm not inviting her over for girls' night and braiding her hair either. She did what she had to do in accordance with the White Witch way. I also get that. She's the head witch in charge and it's her duty to protect the community. Protect Schmidt. She was over you like a champion hurdler, in a half-second flat. Belfry was a bitter Schmitter. Things have been dicey in Paris as of late, with a lot of change going on. You know that as well as I do. I just happened to be unlucky enough to be the proverbial straw to break Baba's camel back. She made me the example to show everyone how she protects us, them. So could we not talk about her or my defunct powers or my old life anymore? Because if we don't look to the future and get me employed, we're going to have to make curtains out of your tiny wings to cover the window of our box under the bridge. Wait! There he is! Hold steady, Stevie, he yelled into the wind. We were out on this cliff in the town I'd grow up in, because Belfry claims someone from the afterlife, someone British, was trying to contact me, and as he followed the voice, it was the clearest here, in the freezing rain. Pretty good, huh? So, if you want to find out if Stevie gets her witch powers back, if Stevie and Belfry connect with this ghost that they're trying so desperately to connect with, click on the links in the description. Pick up a copy of Witch Slapped by Dakota Cassidy. As always, I appreciate your support of authors. If you like the First Pages channel, please subscribe so that you'll know when I post new videos. Have a great day and happy reading!